Computer Basics 1. Computer Basic includes 2 topics. Introduction to computers. Common computer terminology. A computer is an electronic device used to store and process information. It plays a major role in our lives. You use computers in education and research. You also use them for broadcasting news, receiving and sending messages to family and friends, making presentations, maintaining official and personal records, making weather forecasts, and for various other business and recreation activities. By using computers, you save a lot of time, effort, and money. After completing lesson 1, you will be able to describe the importance of computers in today's world. Identify the main parts of a computer. Identify the steps for starting a computer. Identify the different groups of keys on a keyboard. Perform different tasks by using a mouse. The role of computers in business and industry, in publication field, in education field, in government organizations, in medical field, in science field, in entertainment field. Parts of a computer: input devices, keyboard, mouse, etc. Output devices, monitor, speakers, etc. Central processing unit, CPU and memory. Motherboard, circuit board. Expansion cards, video card, sound card, or NIC. Hard drive ports and connections, USB, FreeWire, etc. Parts of a computer: input devices, mouse, keyboard, microphone, scanner, cam. You use output devices to get feedback from a computer after it performs a task. Some examples of output devices are described in the following list. Monitor, a device that is similar to a television. It is used to display information, such as text and graphics, on the computer. Printer, a device that you use to transfer text and images from a computer to a paper or to another medium, such as a transparency film. You can use a printer to create a paper copy of whatever you see on your monitor. Speaker/headphone, devices that allow you to hear sounds. Speakers may either be external or built into the computer. The Central Processing Unit, CPU, is a device that interprets and runs the commands that you give to the computer. It is the control unit of a computer. The CPU is also referred to as the processor. Memory is where information is stored and retrieved by the CPU. There are 2 main types of memory. Random access memory, RAM. It is the main memory and allows you to temporarily store commands and data. The CPU reads data and commands from RAM to perform specific tasks. RAM is volatile, which means it is available only while the computer is turned on. The contents of RAM must be copied to a storage device if you want to save the data in the RAM. Read-only memory, ROM, it is the memory that retains its contents even after the computer is turned off. ROM is non-volatile, or permanent, memory that is commonly used to store commands, such as the commands that check whether everything is working properly. Parts of a computer. Motherboard is the main circuit board inside the computer. It has tiny electronic circuits and other components on it. Connects input, output, and processing devices together. CPU, memory, hard drive, DVD drive. Tells the CPU how to run. Parts of a computer. Expansion cards. Video card is connected to the computer monitor and is used to display information on the monitor. Network interface card, NIC, is connected to the computers so that information can be exchanged between them. Sound card and converts audio signals, microphone or audio tape, which can be stored as a computer audio file. Parts of a computer. Storage devices. Hard disk, flash drive, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM. Parts of a computer. Ports and connections. Universal Serial Bus USB port. FreeWire, similar to USB but faster. Network port, Ethernet. Parallel port and serial port. Display adapter. Power. To turn on a computer, press the power button on the system unit. The computer performs a sequence of quick tests to check whether the motherboard, memory, hard drive, and other components are working. The computer starts the operating system and then displays the login screen. You now log on to the Microsoft Registered Trademark Windows Registered Trademark XP operating system. The operating system allows you to instruct the computer what to do after you have turned it on. After performing the required tasks, you need to save the changes you made to the file. You can then log off from Windows XP. To log off, you need to click Start and then click Log Off. To securely turn off your computer, you must shut down Windows XP. If you encounter problems while using the computer, you can choose the Restart option to restart the computer. On most computers, you should never use the actual power button on the front of the system unit to turn off the computer unless it stops responding. Alphanumeric keys. These keys are used for entering letters and numbers. Special keys. Keys such as Control, Shift, Spacebar, Alt, Caps Lock, and Tab are special keys. These special keys perform special functions depending on when and where they are used. Punctuation keys. Punctuation keys include keys for punctuation marks, such as colon, semicolon, question mark, single quotation marks, and double quotation marks. Command keys. Keys such as insert, ins, delete, del, and backspace are command keys. You use these keys to insert and delete text and objects. You can turn the insert key either on or off. When turned on, the insert key helps you overwrite characters to the right of the insertion point. When turned off, the insert key helps you enter text or characters to the right of the insertion point, without overwriting this text or characters. Using a mouse. A mouse is a small device that you can use to move, select, and open items displayed on your monitor. Most mouse devices have at least two buttons, left and right. Mouse's action: point, double click, left click, right click, click and drag or drag and drop. There are different types of mouse devices available in the market. A regular mouse has a rubber or a metal ball on the underside. The mechanical movement of the mouse device moves the ball. This movement further moves the pointer on the screen. A trackball is like a regular mouse, but upside down, with the ball on the top. It allows you to have the same control as a mouse in a confined space. You can use the thumb or the finger to move the trackball to move the pointer. An optical mouse can be used in the same way as a regular mouse. However, it does not have a ball. It uses a laser to detect movement. Lesson 2 Common Computer Terminology. Objectives. Identify the primary hardware components of a computer. Define an operating system and its role. Define the term program. Explain what is meant by data. Define the term network and identify the benefits of networking. Define the term internet. Hardware refers to all the physical components of a computer. It includes all input devices, processing devices, storage devices, and output devices. The keyboard, mouse, motherboard, monitor, hard disk, cables, and printer are all examples of hardware. Computers also need input and output devices to perform tasks. You use a keyboard and a mouse to provide input and to select and run programs. Apart from input and output devices, a computer uses processing devices to work on the input data and generate the desired output. The most important processing device is the CPU. The CPU is the brain of the computer. The motherboard is a large circuit board that connects input, output, and processing devices. The motherboard circuits provide pathways that allow data to pass through these various components. It also contains chips that determine how, when, and where data can flow through the computer. All of the devices are plugged into the motherboard. Operating systems is the most important software on the computer. Controls and manages the hardware connected to your computer. Provides an interface that helps you to interact with the computer. Ensures that your computer is functioning properly. Windows XP is an example of the operation system. Can be either text-based or graphics-based. Graphics-based operating system help you install hardware or software with easy-to-use interface. The hardware and the operating system together are referred to as the platform. Programs, also called applications, use this platform to perform tasks. There are many types of programs. Some programs allow you to perform tasks such as writing letters, doing calculations, or sending email messages. For example, a word processor, such as Microsoft Registered Trademark Office Word 2003, is a program that helps you create a letter. Other programs allow you to create illustrations, play games, watch movies, or communicate with other computer users. Programs process data that you provide as input to your computer. This data can be in the form of text, graphics, audio, or video depending on the type of program. For example, calculator is a program that requires input in the form of numbers. Similarly, sound recorder is a program that requires input in the form of audio. When the program receives the data, it processes the data and displays the output on the screen. You can save this output in a file. Depending on the type of data that a file contains, the file is classified as an audio file, a text file, a graphics file, or a video file. Networks is a group of computers and associated devices that are linked together to facilitate sharing information. Can also be used to share data and devices such as printers. A typical network has the following three components: server, workstation, communication channel. A LAN connects devices within a limited area, such as a home or a small group of offices. It commonly includes computers and shared resources such as printers and scanners. A WAN is a network that connects devices in geographically separated areas. You can use the resources of a WAN to connect two or more lanes by using long wires, optical cables, and satellites. Many organizations use a WAN to connect their networks across different countries. The Internet is an example of a WAN. The Internet is a worldwide collection of public networks that are linked to each other for information exchange. The Internet started as a network to facilitate communication between government and educational departments in the United States. When other networks were connected to this network, it became a vast medium for exchanging information and ideas. The World Wide Web, WWW, or the web, is another service that the Internet provides. The web includes specially formatted documents that are interlinked and stored on servers around the world. You can use the Internet and its services to send messages to other Internet users, search and apply for jobs, watch movies, and buy and sell products. An intranet is similar to the web, but is accessible only to authorized users of the organization. An intranet is much smaller than the Internet and can provide services such as document distribution, software distribution, access to databases, and training. Thank you. By A. J. Prasad.